Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Welcome. We are going to start shortly. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. And also, I thought I wouldn't actually be able to go live. I had a little bit of a hiccup right there. I think this is what happens when you are biologically a zoomer with the brain of a boomer, but okay. I think we're fine now. We should be fine. Hi, Jiggy Crafted. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm doing good. How about you? I don't really know how to crop this yet. There's probably a more effective way of doing this. I'll have to search it up. I kind of wanted to show on screen the lineup that we have going on, but my sliders just disappeared for some reason. The site itself won't really let me move them around. That's weird. Anyway, today we are going for something a little bit more lighthearted. I want some feedback if you're willing to give it to me, because we are going to be discussing the lore behind these characters and who would actually win if they were forced to fight. You are good, that's great to hear. Nice. Okay, I don't know if we should wait a little longer or not. I don't know if anyone is planning to join. But, okay, so ground rules, first and foremost. Because you can define power in many different ways. I think what we're going to do here is we are going to assume that these characters are fighting like an arena, completely isolated. They cannot rely on anyone else. So like, you have Ningguang on this side of the bracket. You can't really see it. I'll run you through the characters that are on each side. Ningguang has a lot of influence, you know? Yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't know if I'm the best person to do this. I know they are lore, but when it comes to actually scaling it and pitting one character against the other, I don't know, but we'll see, we'll see. Like, Ningguang, she has the entire Xixing just eating off of her hand, but we are going to assume she cannot rely on them. They are totally alone. They are just there on the arena with their opponent, and we need to see which one is a victor. So on this side, on the left side of the screen, we got, for the first match, I really want to show this. I don't know why the sliders aren't here. There's nothing to do with OBS. The site is just, the website just disappeared, and I don't know why. That's so weird. This is because I'm in presentation mode. Give me a second. Okay, I think I can show it now. I'm gonna close off this first bracket fight. Just gonna wait for the stream to catch up so that I know what you guys are actually seeing on screen. There's always a little bit of a delay. Okay, you can see it now. Wonderful. We're going to run through the opponents on this side and then on that side, and then we can re-enter presentation mode. So first and foremost, this is gonna be a bloodbath right off the bat, but right off the beginning. But we have Child against Bennett. Then Beidou against Klee, that's gonna be an interesting one. Xinyan against Jiangling. Albedo against Diluc. Ganyu against either. Okay, we need to figure this out. Can be seen? Okay, now. That's good, thank you. We need to decide on this, because I think we might have to do two bracket fights, because we don't have all of the characters right here. And I don't know, we might get a lot of the same ones over again. I've been testing it around, and it's weird. You never know what they're going to throw at you, but I saw a bracket where there were both Lumine and Heater on the same side, I think. And the problem with that is, one of them gotta be the Traveler, the other one gotta be the Beast Twin. And that's not a problem right here, we only have Heater. I already checked the other side. But are we going to consider Heater as a Traveler, Heater as a Traveler during his prime, or Heater as a Beast Twin? Because I feel like the power level is going to vary a lot. At least between the Traveler and the Abyss one and the Prime one. I don't know if the Abyss Twin is actually stronger than they were in their prime. That's up for debate, I guess. But and then we got Razor and Barbara, Seongkyun and Mona, Chi-Chi and Noelle. And on the other side, we got Zhao and Kaya. Okay, another interesting pairing, for sure. We got Liz and Sucrose, Fischl and Ningguang, Kuching and Xingqiu. Oh god, poor Amber. Oh my god. Zhongli and Amber, Diona and Lumine. Oh god, we do have Lumine. I didn't notice she was here. Okay, we definitely need to figure out which one is which. We could just make them both the Traveler, but imagine that they end up facing each other, which I don't think will happen, but... And then we have Venti and Ayaka, and Jean, I guess, just qualifies to the next round automatically, because you could have given another character, what the... We have enough characters for that. They're out there prime and max power, or just their current story day? Which do you think would be more interesting? We could do both. Personally, I don't really know which one would be more interesting. We don't really know what these characters were like at their prime, but we also don't really know what they are like right now. Like, we know what Zhongli and Venti did during the Archon War, so we have a slight idea of what they could do in their prime. We don't really know how their current power relates to that. Like, are they much weaker? Are they not? We really don't know. So yeah, I guess that's two things we need to decide. Is the Traveler one twin or the other? Or are they both the Traveler? Are we assigning one of them to the Abyss? And are we considering the characters in their prime? Mostly the Archons and I guess Zhao. Zhao is, I'd say, he's been staying pretty consistent with his power level this whole time. But at least the Archons, because we know they went through the Archon War, supposedly during their prime, and then they lost their noses. But we also don't know how much the noses affect their power level, which is interesting enough. At the end of the day, I don't think we know a lot, but... So, opinions, preferences, which should we do? Prime, current day? Sorry, my throat is completely dry. We could do either of them. Should we get going? And then you guys can give me your opinions along the way. We could potentially do the same thing for both of them, but I don't think I can get the same bracket to just reset itself automatically to do it twice, because again, they kind of pick and choose characters randomly, so I'm not sure. But for this one, I think we can start off with this one. Oh, poor Bennett. Okay, between Child and Bennett, I don't think anyone has any doubts. Child would be so up for the fight. He'd be like, yes, let's fight, comrade. He'd just be living his best life. While Bennett is so unlucky that I think he would just knock himself out. He wouldn't even need to fight Child. He'd just get the rock thrown at his ass from Celestia. And he'd just be out for the count. So yeah, I think Child is a clear victory in here. Unless someone had anything to say in Bennett's defense. Bennett is weird though. He survived the Merjivari as a child, as a baby. Bennett died on the way there. I agree. I think, like, imagine there's an arena and there's just little steps leading up to the arena and it just trips and dies. Doesn't even get to fight. Okay, Child is a victor here. Next one. Okay, that's another interesting one. What do you guys think? Beidou is super strong. She defeated a sea monster even before she got her vision. That's not something any regular folks can do. But at the same time, Klee isn't human. And she is Alice's daughter. And I don't know exactly what's going on with Alice, but I know I wouldn't like to fight her. So, and would she even be allowed to bring her bombs into the battle? That's a good question. If she was, then I think she could turn the tables in her favor. If she didn't, I don't know. Can Klee even fight with other bombs? She uses them for everything, I think. Why am I stuttering so much today? I'm so sorry. I think Klee doesn't know enough combat-wise to win. I agree. And Beidou definitely has a lot of experience. I just don't know if Klee could have enough destructive power with her bombs on her own, but then again, would they even allow her to bring bombs into the fight? I do think Beidou is a likely winner. In a few years, however, I don't know. I don't know how things would go down if Klee was a little older. Because she is around the knights all the time. She's probably going to pick up some very useful skills. Another tricky one. Neither of these two ladies is a fighter per se. They aren't really. I don't know. Jiangling, she was trained by Madame Pink. So she knows something. She learned how to use her polearm from her. That's an Adeptus right there. The Adepti are known for being super good fighters. So I'm kind of inclined to believe that she would be able to fend for herself. Especially because we know that she often goes out to the wild to collect ingredients and gets herself in trouble, and she so far has been able to take care of herself. We also know from Yao Yao, though, that she doesn't really take care of herself. If she gets burns and scrapes and bruises, she's just going to let them heal by themselves. Does that mean that she would be careless during a fight, though? I don't know. As for Xinyan, she's a musician. But is that as far as it goes? Like, she's a claymore, so she has got to be physically strong, but can she fight? I'm not that familiar with Xinyan, honestly. I'm not entirely sure how much fighting power she has. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that her attack animations look super flashy, but is that as far as it goes? I'm more inclined to go with Jiangling, though. Because again, Madame Ping, if you have her as a mentor, then you probably know your stuff. Funnily enough, I don't think Zhang Ling plays any instruments, despite Madame Ping herself being super musically inclined. I do think Zhang Ling is our winner, though. What do you guys think? I mean, Xinyan looks a lot scarier than her, but it's always the cinnamon rolls, I swear to God. Yeah, I think she's a safe bet, though. She might act careless, but she would focus more on attack, leading to more overall DPS. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And she's fast. At least her attack animations are super duper fast. So probably, yeah. I think that's a safe choice. Okay, that's another interesting one. I don't know exactly what's going on with Albedo. Bro is sussy as hell. He's not human. He's not human, so I think he would probably be able to fight for much longer. Like, if he chopped off a limb, would even bleed? Would even have to stop and catch his breath? I don't know. And we do know he can fight. We saw him fight Sasbedo, and he did well for himself. But Diluc is Batman confirmed, okay? And Diluc was a super up-and-coming knight before his father died, and he lost his fate to the Knights of Favonius. And he was super young at the time. He was a knight by the time he turned 18. He might have been a knight before that. I know Jean became the Dandelion Knight at the age of 15, which is crazy to think about. Like, are these children not going to school? But I don't know. I legitimately don't know. He's strong. He is a Claymore user, again, physically strong. He knows his stuff. He has a lot of intelligence networks working for him and stuff. But if you're talking about battle IQ, I think Diluc probably has more of it, because I do think he fights more than Albedo does. But Albedo is also a freaking genius. So I don't know. Diluc is more skilled? I think so, battle-wise. Hi Lorenzo, welcome! How are you doing today? I think so, but again, like, bro isn't human. Albedo isn't human. Is that enough of an advantage to turn the fight in his favor? Albedo is more confined, where Diluc actively trains and makes a... I can see that. So we're going with Diluc, right? I mean, honestly, I think it could be situational. I think it could go either way. It really depends on their environment and everything. Batman, the Lord of the Night. Hi, Zitabel, welcome. How are you doing? Good. Glad to know you're doing good, Lorenzo. Okay, this one, again, we need to decide. Are we talking about Abyss Heater? Are we talking about Traveler Heater? Is he in his prime? Is he like, did he just wake up after being sealed by the Sustainer? Does he even have elements? Because I think it's going to depend a lot. The answer and the outcome of this fight is going to depend a lot on how you define Heater. Bro could be at max power or at 0 power, and I don't know what to make of it, because Ganyu fought in the Archon War without a vision. She's strong on her own right. She's an Alpha Adeptus, and the Adepti, again, are known for fighting. But could she beat the Traveler currently? Could she beat the Abyss Twin? Because we don't really know how strong they were originally. They lost against the Sustainer, but they were also kind of caught off guard. So I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I'll leave it up to you. Do you want this to be Traveler, the Traveler Heater? Do you want this to be the Abyss Heater? Because again, I don't know. It's going to depend a lot. And again, we don't even know if they are humans, if they are not. I have no clue, honestly. This is a bad pairing. Because usually you can already tell, like, okay, there's a power difference. But in here, we don't really know where the power of heater lies. So it's kind of weird. This traveler profile pick is his default one. So his base power before sealed. Okay. In that case, could he beat Ganyu? I think so. I think in their prime they could probably go up against the all of the Archons. Not the Sustainer, maybe, we don't know, but yeah, he defeated La Senora, but La Senora was ranked 8th of the Fatui Harbingers, and we also know that only the top 3 are considered to be as strong as actual gods, and then Ganyu is only Alpha Adeptus, but yeah, I do think if you are going off of him being in his prime, then yeah, he's probably going to beat Ganyu. I don't think that's unfair to say. Okay, this one is also weird. Because Barbara is no fighter, but she knows how to use a sword. She just doesn't. She's not as good as her sister, and then we have a boy that was taken in by a god and trained by a god and lives with wolves. I think Razor is probably going to be the safer option. Again, also physically strong. He uses a claymore. I don't know what the hell exactly Andreas taught him, but Barbara, I think she's going to defeat him with the power of positivity. Honestly, Barbara is a freaking monster. You know, she only allows herself to be depressed for all 30 seconds before she forces herself to just be happy again. So, I don't know, that's a power in and of itself. She is strong in her own right. But I do think that in a physical fight, I do think that Razor takes the cake. Any objections? I think it's a fair assessment, honestly. But I'll let you guys decide. Barbara can canonically heal herself. You're right. I forgot that she's a healer. Okay. Can we consider electrocharged as well? Because Barbara has the annoying side effect of applying Hydra to herself and her team. Would she just constantly get electrocuted because of Razor using Electro? She's gonna make her fanbase fight for her. I mean, her simp? What's his name? The guy that's always after her, I forget. But you would definitely fight for her. But I don't know. The ground rules here is that they are only relying on themselves. They cannot bring anyone else into the arena. Because if you were to consider their influence, then things would get a lot more complicated. Like Ningguang, you don't want to mess with Ningguang because you are going to mess with the entirety of the Xixing, right? She can heal herself. You're right. So I don't know. This just got a lot more complicated, honestly. Can she out-heal the damage? And can she deal enough damage on her own? I don't know. I'm lost. I'll let you guys decide. Who do you think would win in this scenario? I can see the pros and cons of both of them, honestly. Does Razor's burst count as outside influence? I don't think so, because technically he's still conjuring it himself. He's still using Electro. Like, does Oz count as outside influence for Fischl? That's kind of the same question in a way. Yeah, he's a creature of his own. She did give him consciousness, but it's still part of her power. It's their power being made manifest. So I don't know if I would count Oz as not being part of Fischl. You vote for Razor. Okay. Anyone else have a different idea? Honestly, I don't know who I'd vote for. I think I'd go for Razor as well, Just because Barbara, I don't think she would want to fight unless she was really forced to. And even if she was forced to, she would probably not be going all out because she's not the kind of person that wants to hurt others. Again, she's a healer. She wants people to be happy, to be safe. So I don't know. I think I'd personally vote for Razor, but I'm not entirely sure. This is more complex than I thought it would be, honestly. There are just a lot of angles to consider here. I don't know. Anyone else have a different opinion? Should we go Razor? Or should we go for Barbara? I think Razor would lose due to his personality, leading to him attacking a lot and getting tired. I do see what you mean. It's on the more animalistic side of things, but then again, it's kind of learning. He's been around people for a while now. And he has Lisa teaching him. I think he's kind of mellowed out a little bit, and maybe that would be enough for him to step back and really think things through before he just starts randomly attacking people. I don't know. I still don't know. Okay, if no one else wants to voice their objections, I think we might go with Razor because technically it's 2 votes against 1. But I can see Barbara winning as well. I think we are going to give this one to Razor, and then if we have enough time and we do another bracket fight, then maybe Barbara will have more of a chance against their new opponent. Yeah, we're going Razor. Okay, next up. This is also interesting because Shongyun is an exorcist. He knows how to use magic of sorts. It's not just his physical attacks, but Mona can see the future. And the question is, would she be able to be in the heat and the middle of the fight and be able to scry the future? Does she need enough time to stay still and just look at it and just make her decisions based on that? Or would she be able to make use of that during the fight? I don't know. She can also turn herself into water, which I think is an OP ability to have in any situation because you can't really hit her if she's just a little bit of water just running around in the ground. I don't know. I think I'm inclined to go with Mona. I am. But at the same time, again, can she really be trusted to do all of the things I'm expecting her to do during a fight? We did see her in the Golden Apple Archipelago, taking a little while longer to do this. Sorry, I got a notification. I got distracted. I lost my train of thought. Mona can predict the future, but it takes time, exactly, to get the full picture. She also isn't the biggest fighter. Yeah, you are right, she can be frozen. It is cryo. But would he be able to... Because Xionghyun also has something very bad going for him, because of his pure yang constitution, it kind of overheats and it just stops working. So I think if Mona could drag out the fight, and if she could get Xionghyun to overexert himself, he'd probably heat up and just not be able to perform as well, I think. Cryo over Hydro. Yeah, I can see giving this to Xionghyun. I just don't know. I guess it depends whether Mona could drag this on or not. But yeah, I think so. I can see it. We're gonna go with Xionghyun. Sorry, I'm really stuttering a lot today. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this happens. Okay, this one is a little bit easier. Noelle is very capable. She is very strong. She is very dependable. But Chi-Chi is a zombie. Chi-Chi got sealed away by the Adaptai because she went rogue after she woke up. Well, not exactly woke up. After she was reanimated by the Adaptai. So she's strong. She had to be locked away because she was too much of a danger to just be left alone to wander on her own. So yeah, I do think Chi-Chi would win this scenario. They are both healers though, so it's interesting because they be kind of just trying to off-heal the damage the other one was dishing out. But I do think Chi-Chi would win. And Chi-Chi, Noelle can heal as well with her normal attacks, with both her E and Q. Yeah, they are kinda... But Chi-Chi heals more. Can we go off gameplay mechanics? Chi-Chi's immortal, but she will forget what she's doing partway through. I'm not sure she would forget. If you check her voice lines in her stories, she basically tells you that she forgets most things, including Baiji's name and everything. What she doesn't forget is Hu Tao, because Hu Tao tried to bury her and restore her to the normal cycle of life and death, and she hates her. And because it says in the story that Hu Tao shows up every single day, and because of that, she cannot forget her. And I think that if showing up every day is enough to keep her memory fresh, then I don't think she would forget what she was doing mid-fight. Unstoppable force versus immovable object. Yeah, Noel's shield is also really strong. That's something to consider as well. Could Chi-Chi break her shield? But again, can Chi-Chi even be tired? We saw that she carried Zhao all the way from somewhere out in the wilderness back to Bubu Pharmacy. So she's physically resilient. But so is Noelle. I mean, the girl is on her feet the whole day, just working nonstop, and she's never tired, which is just. I wish I could do that. I don't know. I'm still tempted to give it to Chi-Chi, just based off the principle that can she even die again? I don't think she can just be made lifeless again. So it's kind of, yeah, Noelle can chip away at her stamina and everything, but ultimately, she's not going to lose, I don't think. Can we go with Chi-Chi? What do you guys think? Do you think Noelle stands a better chance? Noelle cleans up after the night, so deals with goosebumps and knows how to deal with children. I mean, yeah, but Chi-Chi isn't technically a child. I mean, she has the mindset of one, so yeah. Like, her mental age just stopped at 8, I think. I think Noelle has a brute force advantage. Okay, so you guys have a pretty different opinion from me. Okay. You think Noelle would win then? I mean, if Chi-Chi went berserk, but assuming she's contained, then maybe. I don't think Chi-Chi wants to fight as well. Noelle doesn't either, but if you... I don't know, if you told Noelle that this was the final test that she needs to pass in order to join the Knights of Favonius, then yeah, she would clearly win. She would stop at nothing. Okay, then we are going to give this one to Noelle, I guess. And this means we are done with this side, this particular side of the bracket. It's time to... Oh, wait. Oh, I thought we would just jump to the other one. No, we need to finish this side first. Child versus Beidou. Oh, God. I'm still tempted to give it to Child because I have not even been considering its Foul Legacy mode. Like, yeah, Beidou is very, very strong. And now she has a vision on top of that because she was already strong. But Child, he has a vision. He has a delusion. He has a Foul Legacy form, which is not something that he can use on a daily basis because it just wrecks his body. So it's not something that he would pull out unless he needed it to survive. But yeah, it's tough. I do think Child can win. I think Beidou doesn't stand a chance if he actually unleashes his abyssal powers. But again, actually, if you imagine that this is in chronological order. If he uses his abyssal powers with Beidou now, then he's out for the count for the next fight because it's just going to be screwed up. Should we consider that? We could give them time to rest, so it wouldn't... I mean, if you're just being lore accurate, then I don't think we should probably consider that, but... Yeah, I do think Child wins. I do. I'm sorry, Beidou. He's only the 11th, but yeah. Yes, it's super powerful with his delusion, and the delusion doesn't even have any adverse effects on him, at least not immediate ones. His Foul Legacy does, but again. And his delusion is Electro. I wonder if that would give him some advantage against Beidou, some resistance to the element. I didn't expect that. Okay, this one is easy. Jiangling, she might have learned how to fight from an Adeptus, but that's not her bread and butter, pun fully intended. So I gotta give this to Diluc. There's no way Jiangling can win against Diluc. Look at him, it's Batman. It's Batman. Batman can best a cook. I'm sorry about that. I agree. Jiangling, I'm sorry that was an unfortunate pairing for you. You gotta stay behind now. Diluc is going forward to the next round. Okay, now definitely the Traveler. Definitely the Traveler. I don't think anyone would disagree in this case. I mean, yeah. Razor is a good boy. Is a good boy, but he's not as good as a fighter as Heater, especially not in his prime. I mean, if it was at the very beginning of the game, Razor did save Heater's or Lumine's ass when they were struggling with hydro slimes of everything they could have been struggling with. But being Heater in his prime, no way. I don't think anyone disagrees. Can we pick Heater here? Again, I just feel sorry for Razor, honestly. He doesn't have an easy life, he never did, and now he's just going to be humiliated on the arena. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pick Heater now. Canonically here, Diluc just wants to fight Child and Fatur. You are right, they never got to meet. I mean, will they meet? Will they meet? Yeah, they will. They will! Oh my god, it's the showdown of the century! He's gonna have his wish fulfilled. Yeah, that's an easy win right there. Okay. Oh god, oh god. I think I'm leaning towards Noelle here. Again, shielder, healer, and Shongyun has that problem that I do think it would probably overheat and just malfunction halfway through. Because again, immovable object, as you described it before, that's exactly what Noelle is. Like, good luck getting through this girl. I do think Noelle is the clear victor here. What do you guys think? I mean, Chongyun is powerful, sure, but you know the thing about Chongyun, I actually don't have a clear idea of his power level, because we got to see him fight that Abyss Mage in Shenhe's trailer. And we know that is an exorcist, but he also never gets to see evil spirits, so Noelle, yeah. Hello, Princess Peach, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. Sushi Cat, hi, welcome. Yeah, Noelle is really strong. Noelle is really, really young, but also super determined and super strong. Her vision is also stronger. I mean, I don't know if I'd say Jiu is stronger, because it's kinda it isn't reactive, and being reactive can be a strength if you have the stronger element of the two. Yeah, she has more stamina. That's the thing. I don't think Noelle would stop going. And Chongyun, he would overheat. Boy would just die at some point. And here we are. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary Poles, we have arrived at the duel of the century. The man who hates Fatui above all else on the right, and on the left, one of the harbingers himself. Who's going to win? Okay, maybe I'm biased, but again, I think Child just takes the cake. I know that Diluc wants to destroy the Fatui, but I don't think Diluc is at the power level that allows him to destroy the Fatui. Diluc versus Child, yes. It was fated to be. It was written in the stars. No, I do think Child just wipes the floor with Diluc, honestly. Diluc is a very skilled fighter, and I'll give him that. He is powerful, but again, Child is a vision, Child is a delusion. Diluc also has a delusion, but he no longer really uses it. And then there's a Foul Legacy transformation that we really cannot forget, because that's really the sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. That's really what Child is going for him. That's his strongest trump card, I guess. Didn't Diluc match Dottore in the manga? He matched one of his clones, and I don't think he even fought him. I don't think he ever fought him. He fought, I don't know what his name was. In the manga, we had an earlier version of Dottore, one of his segments, that went to Mondstadt because he defeated Ursa the Drake, and that gave him leverage, diplomatic leverage. And he was trying to get Mondstadt to give him children so he could use them as test subjects, but Diluc saw through his crap, and he was like, no, you're not taking any more children, not under my watch, not on my watch, you know? So he was expecting them to pull something foul, and basically his underling, I think he went to the wine cellar to steal wine or something, and then that's when Diluc fought him and he won. I don't think he ever went up against Dottore himself. And again, it was a younger segment, so I don't know if he's quite on the power level of the original Dottore. It's not a skill issue, yeah, but he's more powerful. I think he has more raw power. I'm so sorry. I'm stuttering so much. So sorry about that. Mm, exactly. He hasn't fought a Harbinger. I don't think he ever got to fight Dotori at all. Yeah, the manga has a lot of interesting lore. So it's just stupid that it's locked behind so many different sources. Shao has more gimmicks, but Diluc knows how to deal with them. I can see just I can see Diluc just being really, really resourceful and knowing how to deal with a lot of stuff. But let's assume for a moment that Diluc is just goes all out, okay? So we have Diluc is using his vision and is using his illusion. But you have Child who's going to be using his vision, is going to be using his illusion, and if the situation really calls for it, he can pull out this Fall Legacy transformation. So yeah, it was a long ago. Yeah, I need to read it like every 2 months for because of my theories to make the videos for it. So yeah, I think I'm going with Child. What do you guys think? Cast your votes now. Yeah, I'll let you decide. I do think Child would win easily. I mean, not that easily, but still easily enough. Not to disregard Diluc's power, but Child just has a lot more going for him. Diluc with Tire Mountain is Abyss power? Hmm. Yeah, he cannot fight forever in that form. It just takes a lot out of him. But wouldn't he be able to just, I don't know, finish off the look super fast once he transformed? Child. Yeah, I agree. So that's 2 against 1. I think also Child being proficient in every weapon type is a sign of his power too. You are very right. And let's not forget that for his last normal attack animation, he just straight up shucks the arrow at the opponents. And that arrow that he just throws with his arm, that shit does more damage than any other attack in the sequence. So I don't know. I wouldn't even want to fight him barehanded. Just no, let's not fight with our fists, please. Yeah, I think we're going with Shao then. Okay, I'm sorry, Luke. You had your you had your opportunity, but you didn't really make it. I'm so sorry. I'm stuttering so much today. So sorry about that. Goodness gracious. I don't know how this happens. Okay, then we have Heater against Noelle, and I think Noelle has finally met her match. She has made it farther than I was expecting, honestly, because she was fighting Chi-Chi originally. But I don't think she can go against Prime a bit Prime Heater. I don't think so. Heater, yes. Noelle is dead here. I agree. That's a bad pairing for her. I'm so sorry. You did your best, Noelle. You'll join the Knights one day. You just have to wise up and not put yourself in danger as much. Okay, so Heater just wipes the floor with her. I think we're all in agreement. Oh, have you... Okay, we have reconnected. Oh my god. What the hell? It's not even an internet problem. What the hell is going on? Are we back? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me? My OBS just disconnected. I don't know why, because my internet is doing fine. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. Oh, that scared me. That scared the crap out of me. I thought the whole stream would just end right there. Thank you. No, it wasn't just you. My OBS just straight up disconnected. That's actually the first time that has happened to me. I have had like dips in the internet. So you got the stream loading because of that, but it has never fully disconnected before now, and I don't know why that happened because my internet is doing well. Okay, so as I was saying, I love Child. I love him very much, but this is the time to say goodbye. They say that if you love something, you gotta let it go. This is it. He's just going 6 feet under right now because even the Traveler with only 2 elements was able to beat him in his foul legacy form. So there's no way Prime Heater doesn't win this one. Exactly. I'm gonna have to go now. Gotta work. Oh, have a nice work. Thank you for dropping by. Have a wonderful day, Lorenzo. Bye. Yeah, he's going 6 feet under. Sorry, child. Let's go. So we got our first winner on this side, and now, oh my god. This side is very interesting as well, I'll just say that. Okay, so I think Zhao is the obvious winner here, but there's so much we don't know about Gaia. Is probably a lost prince. Yeah, I do think he wins for sure. Like Gaia has no chance of winning, but we haven't seen everything from Gaia. From Gaia, it could be stronger than we think, but I do think. I mean, Zhao basically eats gods for for breakfast. So yeah. Oh, goodbye, Princess Peach. Thank you for dropping by. Have a nice day. Exactly, we know nothing about him. Bro is from Canria, probably, almost certainly. But we really haven't seen much of him in action. But still, it's Xiao we are talking about. Kai has lots of hidden potential, but he won't show it, so Xiao wins. I mean, even if he showed it, again, this is Xiao, is an adept, is an yaksha at that. His whole life is about fighting and fighting gods and their remnants. So I don't think, and not to mention that Zhao is always in pain, so his pain tolerance and his endurance must be off the charts. You know, I do expect Zhao to basically solo pretty much everyone out of the entire roster of characters that we have right now, with the exception of probably the Archons and the Traveler, maybe some others. Yeah, Zhao wins. I agree. Sorry, Kaya. Okay. Okay. Sucrose hides secrets again, according to Kaya. Sucrose has a lot going for her, but Lisa, I don't think anyone realizes just how powerful Lisa is yet. She acquired a lot of knowledge that she shouldn't have, and to do so, she basically traded half of her lifespan for it. So, one, I don't know if she would be too scared to fight. Like, she maybe doesn't even have a lot of time left, you know? So would she really pull her punches? Punches? I don't know. She wouldn't want to hurt Sucrose. That's the thing. A lot of these characters wouldn't want to fight, but assuming that they had to, I don't think Sucrose stands a chance here. Yeah, yeah, and she has a lot of power. I want to see so much more about Lisa. I don't think we have quite scratched the surface about her yet. Okay, another interesting one. Oh my god. Okay, so again, the ground rules are that we cannot really rely on outside influence to win the combat. So Ningguang is on her own. She cannot rely on the Xixing, she cannot rely on anyone. That's just her. But we have also seen her create that giant magical glyph and attack Oziel with it. So she is not to be trifled with, even on her own. But Fischl did something very interesting. She basically gave life. She created a sentient being on her own. She created Oz, which is something that we haven't seen a lot of. That's an interesting power level right there. But mostly, I think she's just super duper Shunibyo. She'd probably just stand there on the arena, shouting out the names of her attacks and charging it up. And Ningguang would be like, oh, please shut up and just end her. I do think Ningguang would win. Didn't Hoyo say that the thing about Lisa losing off her life? Wasn't it? Did they? Oh, they might have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have Facebook. I have scrolled through their Facebook on multiple occasions because of little lore drops that they did. Sucrose could just stall out and outlive Lisa. Oh my god, I hadn't read that. Sorry, JK Crafted. You think so? I mean, we can really go back, but I don't know. Lily has so much raw power. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. I do think Ningguang takes the cake here, but I would love to see this match. Honestly, I would love to see any match with Fischl in it. I can just imagine, deep, witness the Princess of Darkness! And she just stand there, just, I don't know, like a JoJo character, just shouting out the names of the attacks. Doing much of nothing. Yeah, she wins. Okay, another interesting one. Xingqiu, he knows how to use his swords. He is a good fighter. Keqing is also a good fighter. We did see her in the Liyue Archon quests, like super early, fighting those, what are they called? Those, oh my god. The, uh, My brain is blanking. I'm so sorry. The treasure hoarders. Yeah. So she can fight. But we haven't seen her do much of anything else. We did see her during the fight with Oziel, but all she did was point her sword at the monster so that they could fire off their cannons. I don't think that's enough of a power level. I don't know. Facial unconsciously created life. She doesn't know how or have the power at her fingers. I agree. I'm not saying she could just create more life on the spot, but I think it's an interesting concept, the fact that she can even do that in the first place. Like, are all vision wielders made the same? Could she be strong enough to, I don't know. I do think she doesn't win because again, she's kind of Sunibyo, but she also sliced Fatuila. Yeah. She did a whole flip. Yeah, I mean, Xingqiu does a whole flip every time he uses his skill. I don't know. I think I mean Xingqiu trains a lot, right? He trains a lot. Keqing, she's always so busy with work that she doesn't have much of a chance to train her fighting skills. Does she have enough fighting prowess just naturally to go against Xingqiu? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll let you decide on this one. Keqing has fought the Fatui waves at the Ozyle fight, so she's strong. Hmm. Was she up there during the battle? I don't really remember. We need to get to that part on my Claymores only playthrough because there's a lot that I just don't remember. Yeah, it is. It is a little bit hard, isn't it? I mean, a lot of them have been. I was expecting this to be a lot more straightforward than it is being, actually. And we might actually just do this one bracket and get our victor, and then I might have to end the stream because, I mean, everything that will go wrong today is going wrong. So I have so much to do still, but should we go with Keqing then? What do you guys think? Keqing, okay. Okay, I think that's also what JK Crafted is going with. I can see it. I can see it going both ways. That's the problem. In most scenarios, I can just imagine it's going one way or the other. And they are both super smart, so you can't even just say, oh yeah, this one would outsmart the other one, because it probably wouldn't happen. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going with Keqing then. Okay, fake cat girl wins this one. And then, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Amber. What did they do to you? Oh my god, she's wearing red so no one will see the blood. I am so sorry. Kashin wins, her feet are just much bigger. Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, bunny girl, I am so sorry. Zhongli, he wouldn't want to fight, but come on. Come on. They did her dirty. Oh god. She could actually probably hold out on her own against a lot of characters. Like, gameplay wise, she's not that strong, but lore wise, she knows what she's doing. But not against the freaking Geo Arcan. Oh my god, yeah, rest in peace, Amber. You will be missed. Grandpa wins. Is at the end of the battle is just going to be stretching out his back and it's going to be popping like crazy. And it's like, oh, I'm such an old man. And then there's just a pile of mush on the ground, and that's all that's left of Amber. Amber will win by pity. Yeah, she loses. I'm so sorry, Amber. It has to be done. We need to be fair and square here. Oh my god, goodbye, Diona. We allow the fake cat girl to win, so now the real cat girl needs to lose. That's the balance of the universe. The universe requires it. Oh my god, yeah. Is this Abyss Lumine? We went with either first. Is this Abyss Lumine or just Lumine in her prime? Because either way, I mean, it could even be Traveler Lumine. There's no way Diana is winning. She's a hunter, yeah. She could probably poison you with your drinks, but I mean, it's going to be stupid enough to drink anything she offers you during a duel. Not Lumine, for sure. There goes the bartender. Oh no. Mondstadt is going to mourn her. Mondstadt is going to mourn her for very long. This is Animal Traveler, so it... Oh yeah, the background. So it is before Liwa. How will Venti get his wine now? I mean, I don't think he can get it from Barbara. I'm sorry. Could she? Oh my god! I went for the other cat girl. I don't think he can get it from Diona anyway because he's allergic to cats, and I wonder if he's allergic to her. He cannot enter the cat's tail. He usually goes for the angel share, but yeah, even if it is just Animal Lumine, There's no way she doesn't win. I'm not the only one that thinks so, right? This is definitely this is definitely her victory. Yeah, I hadn't realized that. Is this really base heater or is this color Geo? Because it's kind of the same one as you can see it. You can. Because if you look at the background color for Noelle and for Zhongli, it's pretty much the same as this one for heater. So I don't know if it's Geo heater. Animal means still wins? I do think so. I do think so. She would just kick the child and be done with it. Okay, we are going to give her the win right here. She deserves it. Oh my god, the next one is interesting. I mean, mm. Okay, I know what you're thinking. There is no way that Venti doesn't win, and I agree. But would Venti willingly lose just so he wouldn't show people his power? Because he doesn't want anyone to know that he's a Barbados, right? And Ayaka's a very good fighter, but she's still human, you know. The drunk bard versus Ayaya. I love when people do that. Ayaya is a bit more golden with the background. Maybe. I mean, anyway, the twins just slap. They just slap one way or another. I mean, not at the very beginning of the game, but they get powerful pretty quickly. Vent is a god and kill an ice mountain. He can beat an ice girl. I agree. I absolutely agree. I think the question here is just, are we forcing him to go full power? Because there's no way he doesn't win if he goes full power. Absolutely not. But he did let Signora take his noses. But I mean, if you're going off the assumption that they have to do their best in this fight, then yeah, absolutely. I just don't know if he would be willing to show his true self. But Haldo is the weakest, or so he says. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, Sushi Cat. I don't believe that for a freaking second. He's still a god. He's such a liar. He's such a liar. But yeah, I do give the win to Venti. I do think he wins. Just that if he wasn't forced, I don't know if he wouldn't just lose of his own volition. He just want to lose. Yeah, an absolute liar. That man, honestly, I do think Venti might be either on par with Zhongli or even stronger. Because Nahida told us that gods get their power from the love of their people for them, right? Their faith in them. But Venti told us that they get their power from ruling their nation, which we know isn't the case because he was originally a wind spirit and he got stronger when the Genhilder clan started believing him, and then he got stronger again when the rebellion started believing him. So basically, he told a lie and then he tripped himself up because of his past, because we can tell just from his past that that's a lie. He could just fly up and stall. Yeah, he could. He could probably just drop a rock on her head or something. Okay, Lisa, my beloved Lisa, you are very pretty, you are very sassy, but Xiao wins this one for sure. Xiao wins this one. There is absolutely no way. You know what? You know what? I'm pretty damn sure we are gonna have Xiao fighting Zhongli. Oh no, the betrayal! The father-son betrayal! Oh, this is getting spicy. First we got the Luke fighting Child. Now we got Zhongli fighting Xiao. She is sassy. She is. But we love her for it. Come on. Sweetie? Sweetie just off the get-go and the whole date thing when we go to retrieve the books. Oh my god, she is sassy. She's not Yinger levels of sassy, but no one is Yinger levels of sassy, let's be honest. Lisa might know a secret way to win. She has a lot of knowledge, but again, this is Zhao we are talking about. I don't think Lisa stands a chance because Zhao. I mean, yeah, she's still sassy. I don't think Lisa can beat Zhao in any scenario. Honestly, even if she knows a lot, like we're talking about an arena, right? They are kind of restricted to their environment. There's no way she can just spend weeks researching and then somehow coming up with a plan to just trick Zhao or something. Yeah, I do think it still wins. Rip Sussy Girl! Oh my god. Girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight in the afterlife. Will you, Lisa? Do it for us, please. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Zhao. Zhao is just that good. I love him. It looks like such a meow meow. I love him. Okay, yeah, I think Ningguang takes the cake here because we were kind of on the fence. At least I was kind of on the fence with Kuching. And Ningguang, again, we haven't seen her fight a whole lot, but she has a lot of magical power. I do think she just can pretty much one shot Kuching. If Lisa can amplify Zhao's karma, she can make him lose to himself. Huh. Can she do that though? Because the karma, it accumulates because he kills a lot of beings and because he's around the wrathful remains of slain gods, right? Exactly, kind of an if, because I don't know. Lisa is part of the Exant Circle. I'm sure I said that wrong. She's a witch. So she probably can use magic that's not strictly elemental. Like we know that she taught Amber magic, which is something that I actually didn't remember until I played through that again. But she taught Amber magic, so I don't think magic is strictly restricted to elemental power, especially because Rosalind, which became Senora, she was able to use magic before she ever got she did. I was going to say before she ever got a vision, but she never actually got a vision. She just got her delusion. So yeah, but again, can magic do that? We have no idea. So I don't think we can consider that. Yeah, that would be cool. She would be like the opposite of the traveler. The traveler alleviates his karma, Lisa just makes it worse. But here, yeah, about this one, I do think Ningguang wins. Do y'all agree? Because okay, Kuching can be resourceful. She knows her stuff, but I don't think she can stand up to Ningguang. And again, we haven't seen Ningguang fight a whole lot, but I don't know what exactly she did in the Jade Chamber, but that was impressive as hell. Ningguang would win. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I do think she takes the cake on this one. So, are you telling me that we lost the true cat girl in the last round, and now we are going to lose a fake one? Genshin doesn't like its cat girls apparently. I hope they will like Nihia though. Please treat her well. I'm kind of scared with the things I've been hearing about her. Fake Neko girl isn't the strongest rich lady. Yeah, that's the world we live in. Who would have thought? Yeah, I think I'm going with Ningguang. Ningguang is ranged, but Kachin can teleport close. She can teleport, yeah, but I mean, Ningguang can attack up close as well. She's a catalyst. Catalysts have a flexible range. I mean, all of them do, even if they are archers. So I don't think that's too much of an advantage for Kachin. I still think Ningguang wins. Can we go in Ningguang? What do you guys think? I think it's still fair. I think so. I'd like to see more of Ningguang in action, though. We really haven't seen much. And she's also crazy smart. Kuching is smart too, but I mean, Ningguang is really, really smart. Yeah, okay. Let's go with Ningguang then. Oh god. Yeah, no. If it was Prime Lumine, then maybe, but no. Currently, no. I don't think so. Even without their noses. And again, I'm working on the script right now. I promise I'll try to get it out as fast as I can. But I don't think that even with the noses, the items are made stronger. I don't think the noses correlates to a direct power up. I think it gives them the ability to do things that they wouldn't otherwise be able to do, like create Mora or create the what's it called? Oh my god. My mind is just blanking so much today. Create the Akasha system. L for Lumine, I agree. But even if the noses doesn't give them a power up, or if it doesn't, I don't care. Even base form Zhongli just claps Lumine. I don't think she can win right now. If she was at their prime, again, I could consider it, but we also don't really know how strong they were in their prime. As it stands, though, for Animal Lumine, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, your brother made it to the finals, but you are not going to make it to the finals. Yeah, we need to go with Grandpa again. Grandpa is slaying. Grandpa is doing very well for himself. Okay. Oh my god, you are going against your own Dandelion Knights? That's crazy. Again, Jean wouldn't even take this seriously either. I don't think she would if she had the chance, because she knows that Vent is Barbados. That's her god right there. She wouldn't want to hurt him, but she also knows that she wouldn't be able to. Slay Grandpa, yeah! Yeah, no, Venti wins here. If they have to go at it full might, then absolutely. Neither of them would want to hurt the other, though. They would be wholesome about it, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I defeated you. When it comes to creating Mora, it states it is stopped now, for now, which might mean you can do it normally. Hmm. Maybe just wants a break. But I hope that's the case, because if that isn't, he just doomed all of the Vats to go through the worst economical collapse ever. Like, Mora isn't just a fiat currency, you use it as a catalyst for a lot of reactions. If there is no Mora, you are screwed. Like, a lot of stuff would just stop completely in Tevat. Venti would win, I agree. I agree, which means that we have Arkan against Arkan. Oh god. And that's a tough one. What? Oh no. Yeah, you got this two first. Again, I think Zhao wins here. Venti can just take her vision, she can't attack him. I don't know if she can take it, if he can take it, because he can't give it out. The Arkans don't give it out, so I don't know if he could take it. But yeah, there's no way that poor Jean can win, as capable as she is. Okay, but here I do think that Ningguang has finally met her match. I don't think she can stop Zhao. Zhao is just built different, honestly. Emo versus a rich lady. That's a perfect summary, honestly. I think Zhao would be going through these fights like, oh my god, I just want to die. Please make it end. Stop my suffering. But also, we'd also be like, oh, my contract, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep killing all these miasmas and monsters. Zhao is stronger. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, so Zhao? I just think Zhao is going to fight his dad. That's sad. That's so sad. Okay, there we go. This is tough though. That's what we were talking about just now. Is Venti stronger than Zhongli? I don't know. I don't know, because Zhongli has the love of his people, very much so, but also is there for them. They can see him once a year. And we did talk to a lot of NPCs that were like, "Oh, I never bother going to the rite of Ascension." So people see him as a leader, not necessarily as a deity, because he's present. But then we got Venti, that's kind of a legend, a myth, because people haven't seen him in millennia. And just, I don't know, I think the fate increases when their deity isn't present, because they just feel like they will descend when we need them most, like the Avatar, I don't know. Worthless lament. Yes, exactly. I do think Zhao is talking about himself when he says that kind of stuff. Like, oh, weak. Yeah, he's probably calling himself weak, not the opponent. Venti destroyed mountains easily. He did. He did. He destroyed Pylos Peak like it was nothing. And he made the tiny highland with the portal for the spiral of Esenet as it is now, just by destroying that huge mountain. And he did also create the Golden Apple Archipelago by basically cutting off the tops of the mountains and tossing them in the sea. But then Zhongli created this mountain, these huge mountains, by creating just stone spears. So I don't know, they are both super powerful. I do think they are both super strong. But I don't know, because if we're talking about present day, yeah, Zhongli did that. He created the mountains. And he also had the Quilly assembly before he had Liyue, and he did fight to protect it, but we know nothing. That is the problem, right? Because Venti technically didn't fight all that much during the Arkan War. He was there as a wind spirit, he was not there as he is nowadays. He was weaker back then. He basically became the Animal Arkan by default because the Carabian was killed by his people, and Andreas chose to die, so there was no other gods. There were no other gods fighting for the spot of the Animal Archon. He was basically the Archon by default. Zhongli, I feel like he fought for a lot longer. And he was known as a warrior god. This may just be me, but I do feel like he fought for longer because we know that he came across Zhao who was a slave to an evil god, you know? Okay, we'll wait for you, Sushi. You can help us decide. But he was a slave for an evil god, right? So the fact that Zhongli met so many other gods, it just, to me, it implies like he fought for much longer. So it probably has more feats, warlike feats, you know? Does that mean anything for present day Zhongli and Venti? I don't know. Because again, if you're just going off of the faith that their people have in them, I would think Venti would be stronger, but I can't tell. I can't tell if their base power basically dictates their power level ceiling. Like if Venti is by default weaker than Zhongli, because Zhongli was an Adeptus, Venti was just a wind spirit, does that mean that Venti will never be able to quite reach the level of Zhongli's power, even if his people love him more than they love Zhongli? I don't know. Hi, welcome back, Sushi Cat. Zhongli wins. Yeah, maybe. I can see that. I think if Venti creates a big storm, he could use quicken physical erosion to win. Physical erosion. Basically just treat him like a big lump of rock. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it can destroy mountains. If you go off that logic, no matter what Zhongli throws at him, it's gonna be rock, so he can just erode it away. But can he win? Is that enough for him to win? I'm so lost on this too. I've thought about this so much. Which one of them is stronger? I just don't know. You think it would be easy? I think a lot of people would be like, "Oh, Venti is definitely weak. Is much weaker than Zhongli, but Venti lies so much. I think it's just so much stronger than he lets on. So I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so lost. I think I might still give it to Zhongli, just because Zhongli is an Adeptus, you know? And Adepti are naturally good at combat. They are naturally strong. They will die talking about the good old days. Oh god. I mean, if you go off that logic, Venti would probably gonna get it was probably going to get super duper drunk, and then he would just lose by default because he would be too drunk to even stand. I definitely didn't know that Venti lies so much. Yeah, it does. Okay, I'm leaving it up to you guys. I'm gonna be impartial on this one because I really don't know. To me, it really could be 50-50. So, cast your votes. Should we go Zhongli or should we go Venti? I really don't know, my god. This is tough. We need to see them in action. I don't know. It's just one of those things that seem like they will be an easy decision, and they are really not. Osmosis wine is the same as I remember. Okay, that's a Zhongli vote then. I mean, if he fights Venti, then there really will be no one that shares the memory. Maybe he wants to go easy on him just because of that. I think it depends on who is more humble. Hmm. But that's the problem, right? Because if we assume that they are forced to go full power, because there's so many variables that could be considered if you don't assume that. Like Barbara, for instance, Barbara wouldn't want to fight. Amber probably wouldn't want to fight. There's so many people who wouldn't want to fight or would probably resort to trickery if they were allowed to. But if you're going just based off their base power level, nothing else considered, I don't know. I really don't know. God, this is so tough. And also, whoever wins is going to fight Zhao. And I don't think either of those is a good thing because one is the dad fighting the son, and the other is the savior fighting the one who saved. I don't know. I kind of don't wanna make either of them lose. Which do we go with? Which do we go with? I don't know. Don't make me decide, guys. Don't make me decide, please. But they are like best. Because imagine this is younger games, right? They are forced to. There can only be one survivor. I don't know. What is so tough? God damn it. Oh my god. Like Venti. Venti. Would it take this seriously? No. But again, are we forcing them to go full power? I don't know. Oh my god. I'm this close to just tossing a coin. I swear to God. I think Venti has this, even if he lacks experience fighting as far as extreme and reserved. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe. So we have a vote for Zhongli. We have a vote for Grandpa Lee. I'm sorry, it's not a dad. It's a dad, but it's also grandpa. It's a Grandpa Lee. And then we have a vote for Drunkard, Drunkard T? Drunkard Venti. Screw it. I can't think of an ugly nickname. I need to call in Paimon for that. Venti might win. Okay. Should we go with Venti then? We're gonna go with Venti, I guess. I never thought I'd see Rex slap his fall. But here we are. This is the day. And again, I'm so sorry. I'm stuttering so much today. It's actually it's driving me mad. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, Zhao. I don't think Zhao wins this. Venti tea. Oh my god, that's good. I mean, he wouldn't drink tea, but that's good. Okay, yeah, this is where Zhao dies. Venti's like, yo, bro, remember that time I saved your life? Yeah, I'm revoking that privilege now. You gotta give it back. Hand it over. There's no way. I don't think Xiao has a lot more fighting experience, but still, can he compare to the power of one of the seven? I don't think so. He mostly fights the remnants of gods that were already slain. So it's not even like he's fighting gods that are currently alive and in their prime. It's just the remnants. So Rip Grandpa, he probably broke his back. Oh no. Venti just uses his flute to make Xiao sleep. I mean, honestly, I don't know if he can make him sleep. Xiao would be like, oh, you have no respect for the ways of the Adepti. Actually, it says that because it's like, oh, I don't sleep. So if you are insinuating that I do sleep, it's because you have no respect for the ways of the Adepti. But then in the promotional video for the Lantern Rite, we saw Chi Chi carrying him and then him sleeping. So that's clearly a lie. So we have a liar fighting another liar, an even bigger liar. Goddamn. Yeah, I do think Venti wins this one though. I don't think. I'm sorry, Zhao. You have suffered enough. This is, like it says, the day has finally come. You can finally rest. Does this mean that, oh my god, we have Venti fighting Heater? Oh god. Okay, this one is also going to be super duper hard. Duper hard. He passed out. Which one? Did Venti pass out from drinking? Did Xiao pass out from from his flute? Venti still wins. I agree. I agree. Okay, I'm not looking forward to this one. This is it. This is it. This is the last one. Who wins out of all of these characters? I don't know. I don't know because this is Prime Heater. We haven't seen basically anything of Prime Heater. Both, to be honest. Like, okay. That would be cool. Imagine you go to see this fight, this duel, and you are super hyped, and then you just see both contestants just laying down and sleeping like toddlers. No, Heater is extremely powerful, but so is Venti. Exactly. And how powerful is Heater? Because I really don't know. Okay, both of them, their prime? Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I don't think there's much of a power difference between Venti in the past and Venti now. If anything, it may be stronger now, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. But going off the assumption that they do become stronger based on the faith their people have in them, I could see that. But yeah, this I apparently this Heater is meant to represent the original Heater, the prime Heater. Heater took on the Sustainer, but Venti has connections to her through his time connections. Venti. I wonder if Venti has something akin to Mona's ability to read the future, because he says he knows all of the songs, both past and present, and I wonder if he basically saw this coming, if he can predict his opponent's movements. I don't know. We saw Heater take on the Sustainer, yeah, but he didn't win. But to be fair, he wasn't going as hard as he could have been. I don't think they realized what they were up against, both twins, because we only see them using the light attack once, and that's the Traveler's doing. The other twin is already out of for the count by then. So, yeah, he is fast, but also another interesting thing, they both can fly. Both of them. So this isn't going to be restricted to the ground. And we can't even say that one of them is an advantage because they can attack from above. They both can fly. Oh god, this is actually tied pretty well. Oh god. I don't know. I would like to have been able to see more of what the twins can do, honestly. Mm, I don't know. Because the sustainer was technically never hit by the attack, that light attack. She basically just kind of contained it in her red boxes before she encased the traveler. So I don't think she felt the brunt of it. I don't think we saw just how strong it was. We saw the explosion, but I think it could have been much worse. So I don't think I can even I don't think I have the correct idea of the scale of the attack, how strong it is. Like imagine that they attacked the mountain like that. What would happen to the mountain? And can they just increase that? Can they attack even stronger? Can they make it stronger? Can they make a bigger explosion? I don't know. I'm thinking heater here. Okay. Then you can just remove his hair so he can't breathe. I don't know. We have never seen that happen. I mean, I saw that in like Legend of Korra. So the animal benders animal blenders, no, the airbenders can do that. But can Venti do that? But does this alien traveler need hair? I don't know. That's actually something I've considered before. Because I came from other worlds, who's to say that the air is made of the same gases and in the same proportions? Like, they can breathe just fine in Tevat, but why? I don't know. But they do breathe in Dragon Spine, and the puppets, like Raiden Shogun and the Wanderer don't. So I'm assuming that they do breathe, I guess. I think Heater is one of the most powerful beings. Oh god, but Venti is also one of the strongest. Exactly, which is why this is so hard. I mean, it makes sense that we have two very strong beings pitted against each other. If we didn't, I think that would mean that we messed up somewhere along the way when we were picking our winners. But oh my god, Traveler isn't exactly from Tevat. Yeah, and the Tevat has its own rules, and the twins aren't very restricted by them. They can do a lot of stuff that like even the gods cannot do. I don't know. I'm very, very, very lost on this one. Mm, I will say though that we saw Venti have an opportunity to fight when Ursa the Drake attacked Mondstadt city, while Vanessa was forced to fight him. And Venti didn't kill Ursa. He didn't even attack Ursa directly. He just guided Vanessa's sword so that she could slice at Ursa, and that made him run away. Like they could have killed him. Venti could have killed him, I guess. Like again, if you're considering that he's probably just getting stronger and that he destroyed entire mountains with wind, then I'd expect him to be able to kill the dragon. Why he didn't is just so weird. I don't think he's that much of a fighter, and he's lazy. He is lazy, but does that mean he wouldn't go full force? Again, are we forcing them to go full power? Travelers and is that from the twins are hella weird. Yeah, they are. They are so weird. There's so much going on here, and I don't even know where to start with that. I wish we knew so much more about them. Heater can bend the rules, but Wendy can control partially. You're going with Heater. I can see that. But again, I can see either of them winning. I'm a little lost. I wouldn't mind going with Heater as well, but I don't know because again, I feel like I may be making a grave mistake because we don't really know. We assume they are super duper powerful, and I mean the story revolves around them. Oh, you know what? No, that's it. Let's assume that this is Prime Heater, but is going to become the Traveler, and therefore he has plot armor. Venti doesn't have that. You cannot beat the power of plot armor. That's the ultimate power. But seriously, I don't know. Because again, they could be super duper powerful. We just haven't seen enough of them to know for sure. So we are going off the assumption that they are powerful, but yeah, the whole story revolves around them. So I'd expect them to be that powerful, especially because if you look at their character page, it says that they will ascend to Celestia, to like the celestial throne. And I wouldn't expect that to happen if they were weak. And if they are in the Celestial Throne, that means they are above the Archons. And if they are above the Archons, I'd expect them to be stronger than the Archons. I think full power Venti could defeat him by using all his power connections. But by power connections, what do you mean? Because would that mean bringing anything that's exterior to this fight into the arena? We know how strong the power of Anemo is, but do we know anything about the light element? We don't. That's the whole problem. I mean, if we go off the assumption, because everything that we know so far points towards that direction, if we go off the assumption that the light element is just a combination of all seven, then I'd expect that to be super duper OP, because again, Anemo is strong, but Anemo would be in there, so would Geo, Electro, Cryo, Pyro, Anemo, yeah, I already say Anemo. Hydro, so I don't know. The Travelers ran away because of this fight. Then they ran to Sustainer, and bam, we have the start of the story. They were running away from Venti the whole time. Oh my god, a plot twist. I don't know. What do we do? I'm kind of inclined to go with Heater just because of the plot armor, honestly. Okay, so Sushi's going with Heater. I might go with Heater as well. Jakey Crafted, what's your idea? What's your take on this? Which one should we go with? I'm sticking with the Traveler, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, maybe we're just too attached to them. They are our main characters. They are the eyes through which we see this world, but yeah, we do know that they are strong, at least, like canonically so. They only have 4 elements now under their belt, and they are out there just destroying Harbingers. They destroyed Signora like it was nothing. Because, yeah, they weren't the ones to deal the final blow, but they were the ones that killed Signora. They basically nailed the nail to the coffin, and then it was Raiden that just hammered it one last time and sealed their fates. So yeah, they are super powerful. We have not seen them fight yet the 3 top Harbingers, which are said to be on par with gods. We have seen them fight Raiden, but not alone. So that's the whole problem. I don't have a clear idea of how exactly they compare to an Archon yet. So I don't know. But I am inclined to go with that. Because again, only 4 elements. They still have 3 more to go, and they already can do all of this crap. So I'd assume they would keep on getting stronger and stronger. And by the time they get to Snezhnaya, maybe they can just slap that Sweet Cecilia and be like, no, bad. Give the noses back. Give them to me. I think we don't know enough about the Sword of Heater's power, which is leading me towards the one we know is strong in Venti. Oh my god, I don't know. I can see that. But again, I feel like we could be making a huge mistake one way or another, because if we assume that the Traveler is super strong, that could be a wrong assumption. They could actually not be that strong, and then we'd just be giving them the victory because of nothing. But if they are super strong, and we assume that they aren't, then we are giving Venti the victory, and it doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Can I toss a coin? Honestly, I don't know what to do with these guys. We had a lot of tough decisions today. God damn it. We might actually do this again another day and just pick a different roster of characters and see if it's easier to decide then. And hopefully I will not stutter as much next time around. I don't know why this happens. I need to see a doctor. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Which one? Final votes. Tell me your decision. I think I'm going with Heater. I think. Emphasis on I think, because I'm really not sure. Mihoyo, can you give us your input? Who do you think will win? For science, we need to know. I can see Heater winning. I can, but at the same time, oh my god. And I wonder if the Abyss twin is stronger now that they were in their supposed prime, because they have the light element still, and now they have whatever is going on with the Abyss. So I don't think the prime of the twins is necessarily as far as they go. Like, that's not their power ceiling. They could get even stronger still. And I think that's something that probably should be considered as well. I am locking in Venti. Oh my god. Okay. It's down to you, Sushi. Do you still stick by the Traveler? Or do you stick by Venti? I don't know. I'm going with heater, I think. So it's all coming down to you. We entrust you with the final decision. We trust that you'll be right one way or another. Oh my god. Why is this so hard? I didn't even think Zhongli would lose at first, but I can see it. And now the fact that Venti, I wasn't even sure if Venti was going to make it past that round, and now he's like, oh, maybe he's going to win. So weird. This guy, if he didn't lie as much, we'd have a clearer perception of his actual power level. But as things stand, I don't know. I don't know. Should we go with one or the other? I might just toss a coin, actually. I really don't know. Mm, I hope we'll eventually get to see the past of the twins, to see them in other worlds and see how they used to use their powers and also how they are going to use their powers when they get them back. And then once we get that, we might actually revisit the discussion and be like, okay, so we were wrong, or turns out we were right. I don't know. I don't know. Should I toss a coin? For real now? Should I do that? I really don't know. Heads heater, tails bounty. Okay. Okay. Let me just get my wallet. Let's let the magic coin speak for itself. Okay, heads, tails. Let me see. Blow one is for luck. Okay, I have it in my palm. I haven't checked yet. Let's see. And we got heads. Okay. This is the coin of destiny. The coin of destiny has spoken. Apparently, heater is very strong. If we get this wrong, if in a few months we realize that this is wrong, I was going to say I was going to punish this coin, but it's probably not going to be in my hands by then. So yeah, I guess we got our winner now. We got heater. Who would guess? Who would guess this? Okay, I'm going to download this image. I'm going to post this on the Discord server. And then if anyone has anything to add then, or say like, oh, I don't agree with this decision, I'll let them open the discussion and just decide by themselves. Okay, but that was interesting. That was an interesting one. I don't think we made any crazy decisions here. Heater won by chance alone, yeah. That's a plot armor I was talking about. You see that? It can even affect our real world and be like, no, I have got plot armor. You gotta land in the right position for me to win this. Yeah, but apart from heater, I think most decisions make a lot of sense. I think this is the only crazy one. Yeah, I'm going to upload this to Discord. Yeah, I think we are an hour and a half in. I know it's early still, but I do got a lot to do. So I might call it a day here. Does anyone have anything they want to add? Anything they think probably should have changed? I don't know. You got your chance to do it on the Discord if you aren't there, but yeah, I might call it a day now. So yeah, thank you very much for dropping by. Thank you for putting up with my stuttering. I'm so sorry about that. And I hope you had fun. I hope you don't disagree with anything we did too much. And yeah, thank you so much, so much for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And hopefully we'll see each other soon. Like, I'm going to upload my schedule. I think I'm still going to be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next 2 weeks. And then I'm going to cut off Monday of the schedule because I'll have classes from there on out. But yeah, I think it was fun. And we can do this again some other day because we haven't really had all of the characters here. Funnily enough, when I was making my thumbnail, I needed 2 characters and I was like, oh, Raiden and Scaramouche have beef, so I'm going to use them. And neither of them was here. So yeah, next time, I might actually pick and choose which ones I want to make sure we don't have any repetitions. I mean, some of them will probably be repeated. I don't know how many characters we have right now, but there's a lot that weren't here. And we can do it then and see the conclusions we come to. And then we could potentially just make like a mini tournament with the winners. That could be fun. But yeah, I think that's all for today then. Again, thank you very much for dropping by, for sticking around. I do hope you had we were able to enjoy it. Sorry. And I will try to get that video out as fast as I can. This weekend is going to be hectic, but yeah, I'm going to get a video out about the noses and the Tsuritz's plan. And then I'm going to be reworking that theory that I talked to you, JK Crafted, about. And I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. And then I'm also messing around with Miku Miku Dance, so we'll see what comes out of there. But yeah, for today, that's all. Again, thank you very, very, very much